Good morning, it's Brian at Fitzpatrick's Garage, Dublin Road, Kildare. So I'm going to show you this 2013 Honda Civic Diesel ES. Brian is my name. If there's any information you want on this particular car, give us a shout. 045 531 000 or 086 843 1945. Our website actually, by the way, is www.hondacentre.ie. So this is 1.6 diesel ES, which is the middle spec available in these cars. The car is a one owner car from brand new. We sold the car in July of 2013. So the customer bought the car and just waited for the 132 plate to come on, and then he collected it. So he traded in a Honda Accord actually at the time for this, and now he's come up and he's traded for a Honda Civic Sport 151. So the 1.6 diesel, again, if this is the first time you watch any of these videos or if you've never sat in a Honda Civic before, the great thing about these engines is there are 180 euros a year for road tax. There's 120 horsepower in them, and they're extremely frugal. So you're probably talking around kind of, I suppose, God, worst case scenario, high 60s up as far as mid 70s miles per gallon. And then if you actually drive quite frugally and treat it right, I suppose, well, it's got capabilities of up to 100, but I think that's probably not everyone's going to be able to do that. But yeah, normal real world driving is 60s, high 60s towards early 70s, so I think that's quite good. So let's have a look in the boot. Condition of the car is excellent. I'll have a quick run around in a sec. Sorry, the door is locked. One thing on Honda Civics, there's two ways of having it. If you can have it set up, and the way they come from the factory is initially when you open the driver's door, all the rest of the doors in the boot remain locked, but the second time you open it, then everything else opens up as well. So nice deep boot. That's just a puncture repair, which actually should be sitting in there, so obviously he's taken it out, perhaps had a puncture at some stage. In terms of condition, it's really good. The boot is nice and tidy. Then in terms of, let's have a look around the plastic bumper on the rear, which is excellent. Boot lid is good. He's replaced the original badge with the typical red emblem that's associated with Honda. That along there, sometimes people ask, it's just for aerodynamic, it's for deflecting air off the side. One thing about these cars, actually, they're quite aerodynamic, same with the back shape along here and that there, but even underneath the cars, it's probably hard to see. They're quite flat underneath, so they are, again, just to reduce drag, and again, it aids fuel economy. After that, that quarter panel is in excellent condition. Let's have a look in the back. So this man's family were pretty much grown up, so I wouldn't imagine that the back seat's got a terrible lot of use. Those mats along the back look to be in very nice condition. The man that used to own it, he likes cars. He always had nice cars, so he would generally maintain the car very well. Again, going down that side, I cannot see a dent on that at all. And going down the side again, we need to look at it to see what it's like for tyres and brake pads and things like that, and we will do that when we get a chance to get into our workshop. 16-inch aero wheel, which is just a polished finish. It's really nice at night time when lights and stuff shine it, or if it's sunny during the day. Front bumper is pretty much a teeny little stone chip there, but you would expect that in a 2-year-old car. Looking along the bonnet is quite good. And then the front badge he just changed as well out for the Type R badge. So daytime running lights are standard on those. ES models get the nice fog lamps underneath as well. All the way down the passenger side of the car is really good. That's okay, it's only polish. Yep, excellent all the way around. Okay, so let's have a look inside. One thing I was going to show you on these ES's, there's a second key for the car, as you'd imagine, but lock the doors, open the doors, keep your finger on it, lets down the windows, and vice versa. Lock the doors, keep your finger on it as well, brings up the windows, brings in the wing mirrors as well. And then if I walk over and I open up the car, it opens up my wing mirror. Okay, so let's... Okay. Electrics for windows and mirrors over here. Cruise control along here. There's, okay, usual fuel gauge. The economy function here is literally those blue lights either side will change colour if you're driving economically or not. So there'll be blue when you're not economical and green when you are, and it kind of works off throttle sensitivity, I think. So as we were saying, this engine, it's something you'd have to come drive, but it's a really nice engine compared to a lot of the competitor cars, and we've traded a lot of cars against it. And generally what seems to happen is when people seem to change into these, they kind of very seldom think about ever going away from them again. If you compare to some of the other cars out there, like, there's just so much more power, but again, you're not compromising fuel economy or anything like that, or road tax or anything. So this car's covered about 32, just over 31,000 kilometres, and then 5.0 litres per 100 kilometres, which is about 55 to 60 miles per gallon. It's probably an unfair representation because we've cleaned the car now, and unfortunately the cars are in our balloting bay getting cleaned. They're taking over for about 2-3 hours, so it starts to bring the fuel economy figure totally out of sync. So I'd be pretty sure he was getting lower than that. But anyone that wants to talk to the previous owner, he'd be quite happy to tell you what he was doing in the car in terms of fuel efficiency. Bluetooth for mobile phone down through here, just IMID change display from here, and then you have your various functions for clock and all that kind of stuff. Radio controls here, USB and auxiliary connectors down through there. Drinks holders there. I don't know why I have a fan on actually. Driver side controls, passenger side controls for heating, usual kind of radio. Driver, passenger, curtain side airbags, and then steel bars for side impact protection and all that kind of stuff as well. There is tons more, but that's just a general overview on the car. The car's got a full dealer history from ourselves. It's taxed for another little while, but obviously that depends when you're actually buying the car, because sometimes we can hold